Welcome back, senior citizens. This is Swaggy P.
This is Legend here.
And Daisy Lee.
And today we want to talk about the cartoons we would watch when we were younger.
Yeah, guys, like, is it just me or, like, when kids start geeking out about, like, Drake and Josh and, like, Sam and Cat, like, I have no idea what they're talking about because I grew up with the Bro Kid cartoons.
Yeah, same. Or like the Hannah Montana. Like, I never watched Hannah Montana growing
like,
up.
I
How about
remember.
iCarly?
Nah, we
I had
don't watch
PBS.
iCarly?
Nah.
No. What like channels would you watch?
Yeah, I want to know too.
I would watch Disney XD, like Perry Kings. I'd go to Disney Channel, got Hannah Montana, or like Nickelodeon, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Sam and Cat, The Backyardigans. The
Yeah.
Wonder Pets were always my favorite though.
Okay, so all the rich kid cartoons.
I guess so, yeah.
You had like the rich. I would scroll past those and they would be logged.
They'd be locked.
Like it would say it would have a lock on it, and I would be like, I want to watch SpongeBob. Nope, there was a lock on it.
Did you ever watch CBeebies?
Yeah.
The
So
Spanish
for you,
one?
for those guys, those of you guys who don't know what CBeebies is, it was like a secondhand production Hispanic cartoon channel, and it was so bad. Like all the animations were like blocky heads and stuff, and like, like it was so bad.
What was some like cause that's all I would watch, because I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
speak
all-
English.
Yeah.
So basically, CBeebies like they would obviously be like in Spanish, but they were translated English cartoons.
Yeah, like they
to
would grab
Spanish.
English cartoons and they would translate them to Spanish, but it would be
It was
so,
so
bad.
bad. It
And
was
the
so
the original cartoons they did have were like so badly animated.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you remember, but would you ever watch like Mr. Maker?
Oh yeah, Mr.
Mr.
Maker.
Maker.
So Mr. Maker was like a 26-year-old college dropout who he would literally make stuff out of trash, and he would like tell the kids at home to make it.
like the 5-minute crafts.
Yes. Like he
5
would be
minute
like,
class from our generation.
he'd be like, get this empty Tapatio bottle, cut a hole in it, paint it pink, put 3 little toilet paper rolls on the bottom. Not 3, 4, my bad. And then he would be like, and now you have a pet pig. And that's what we would watch.
No, or like the girl that would like cook.
Oh yeah, and then we would have what was her name?
Like Sarah, I think.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure, but it was called I Can Cook.
It was like, I can cook, and it was like,
But it was translated in like Spanish.
yeah, it was like an English show. Like the words wouldn't match up to where her mouth was moving. But yeah, she would talk, and then like she would tell us what to cook and stuff. But keep in mind, these are all like little kids, and she had like a whole kitchen. So like, I
So,
never
yeah.
really liked that one.
So I mean, I don't know, like, how was your experience with like?
Yeah, I feel like you're
Because
not
I never
included.
watched like iCarly.
Oh, well, I
Or,
never
like,
learned
all
how to
those.
cook, so that show could have been useful. But, I don't know, watching iCarly and all those shows, I really thought high school was going to be something. It was not. In fact, it was not.
Yeah, that's true.
So it gave me hope, but I
Uh,
learned.
Like, I know there's a lot of people when I tell them that, like, I don't know if you watched it, High School Musical.
Yeah,
Like,
watched
I
it.
never watched them.
You never
so
watched
when
them?
people are like, oh my god, my like, I guess high school, what is it called, like
Experience.
experience should have been like High School Musical. Well, it's like I don't know how that looked.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it was just a musical.
Just a
I mean,
musical.
Not much, not much.
So just
Okay.
like I think I watched like 30 seconds of it. And isn't it just like white girls like being dramatic and throwing
Like the
each other?
basketball team, and then
Yeah,
they're all
like, oh my
singing,
God.
they, like, fall in love.
Like, oh my god, Big Rodney, he's such a good dancer. Right? Like that's what it would be. Like, oh my
Or-
god, his dancing skills are so attractive.
Or
like,
like
nah.
which ones? PBS Kids.
PBS.
I don't know.
I watched PBS.
You guys watch
Kids.
like
Yeah.
what is it? Curious George. That used to be my like
Yeah, I used
go
watch it
to. Like
too.
I would tell my mom to record me that,
And-
and like we would watch it every day.
Nah, I would watch Curious George. Clifford. Do you guys know there's a Clifford remake? They're making Clifford.
I saw it. I
remake?
saw
A
it ad
remake.
for it, but it was like humans, like actual humans.
No, that's the
Humans.
Clifford movie.
Oh.
There's
There's a
they
movie.
made a Clifford remake with like the little. I hate this animation so much. It's like the animation when they make the characters with big heads with small bodies.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
how they made a reanimation of Clifford like that, and I hate it with my whole heart. Like,
I wanna see, but yeah, I don't know. I saw it because they were like, see, this is the movie, and it's like, it's with humans, and the dog even looks like human-like, and it's just like, no, that's not what I want.
That's
When does
not
that
it.
come
Like,
out?
I'm not gonna watch
Like-
it. You know what I mean?
yeah, like if you compare our childhood to kids now's childhood, it's like not it. Like our childhood was elite. Like we're 2004. We're 2004. I know like the 90s babies are gonna say the same thing about us. The same thing. They're gonna say the same thing about us.
Okay, but here's the thing: is that like with 2003 or 4,
Every generation says the same.
it's
Yeah.
just that like, see, we were doing. Actually, I don't know if you did this. Like, we were doing like mud cakes.
I did
and,
mud
like,
cakes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you were like digging holes or something.
Yeah, like I would dig holes for fun.
So see, but like now it's that like
It's like
parents, especially more like I don't want to be that like girl that's like
White
oh my
parents.
God, teen parents, but like
oh
there's girls that are like pregnant at my age, and it's
No,
like they
it's
just give
crazy.
their kid like a tablet, and it's like I'm not saying all of them are like that, but like most of them they're just give them a tablet and like all right, like if you're gonna have a kid at that like age,
I
you're
mean,
supposed to, like,
okay.
I mean, we didn't even have Disney Channel. I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
like 90s babies look at us how we look at them.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, even though 90s babies didn't have TV, well, they did, but even though they didn't have
Just for making them
television,
feel old.
even though they didn't have
I'm
television,
an 80s baby.
even though they didn't have television, we're still like more similar to them
Oh, for sure.
than these kids that were born 5 years before us.
Oh,
After
yeah,
us, I mean, my
yeah.
bad.
I mean, like the
We grew
tablet
up
kids.
outside.
I just
It's because these tablet kids, man, they have like
the
they're
day
gross,
these
like,
Audacity.
they have like gross Cheeto hands, and all they do is like watch Coco Melon.
Uh-huh.
like the day
Call
these
it-
tablet kids start
Wow.
calling themselves the 2010ers, or
Oh jeez.
it's gonna kill me.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know. Well, see, like my sister was born 2010.
2010.
I don't know.
My brother was born 2010. So
Okay, well she was born 2010, and now she's obviously gonna turn like 11, and she like dresses up like she's 16.
Really?
Yeah, so like there's some kids that like are like just full on babies, weird babies, and then there's just like my sister who wants to be like an adult so bad.
yeah, like I just think kids don't have enough trauma these days.
You know,
Like we had a conversation about this like the other day, and I'm gonna beat my kid. Like kids, like they need to learn like not trauma, like don't throw them in a hole and like feed them once a week, but like parents don't be getting their kids in trouble no more.
they
And
don't
I feel
discipline them.
yeah, and I feel like that's why it's so bad.
Well,
I'm gonna
my
beat
mom,
my
like,
kids.
dude, she won't like. Not that she should, but like sometimes my sister, dude, like I'm telling you, she acts like she's like grown up. She'll like yell at my mom, and like back then, if I would yell at my mom, like she would, beat my ass.
Yeah.
But like, that's what I mean is that like these kids just did not care.
Yeah, like my mom would get me in trouble for staying outside too long, and now she like kids don't go outside.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
my little brother's 10 and he barely learned how to ride a bike.
Jeez.
Did you ever? Okay, because you're talking like about going outside. I don't know if you ever had like your like neighborhood friends. Well, I lived in apartments growing up, so like you would have your like little like apartment
Yeah,
friends.
like our little,
and we
like,
would
group.
always go to the green box. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The electrical green box
Oh,
to
yeah.
sit.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would.
About.
We would always go there and
Just sit and talk.
just sit and talk. I think,
That's the spot.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
That
was
was
like
the
the
spot.
that was the OG
Uh-huh.
spot to go. So like
And like it's not even no bad stuff, guys. So don't think they were doing bad stuff. Like
we would just go there. And,
they
like,
would probably just sit there and like play with the dirt or sticks or just talk.
Yeah, and like, what were we? We were like, I was like, maybe I want to say 8, 9, and I would just be like all over the apartment complex with like,
Yeah.
these like
Mhm.
weird kids. I didn't know who they were. We were just like,
Like going around.
yeah. But I think that was like what was it like how do you say it? Like not the prime? Is it prime like of your like childhood?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And
Yeah.
then one day I went into like this stranger's like apartment.
Say what?
Oh my god, look, let's show you their fishes.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay.
Nah.
And now that I look back, I'm like, you should have not done that.
You
you should
I
have
know,
not
but like
done
at
that.
least you're not wasting your life on a tablet watching the same 13
true.
videos.
See, like I could have been
See, at least you
kidnapped.
learned.
Yeah,
I could have
'cause,
been
like,
kidnapped, but
could-
at least I would have had an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, okay, look. So my childhood experience with the group phase. So I used to live in. I have four brothers,
Mhm.
plus me. And the people that lived in front of us, they had 4 sons. So it was like and they were the exact same age as us. Like the oldest one was the same age as my older brother. The second one was the same age as me, you know, like that, right?
Mm.
And we were like a little gang. I'm not even gonna lie. Like we would ride our bikes around the whole neighborhood and stuff, and like, you know, like we would
Yeah.
we would have like a rivalry. Is that what it said? Yeah. We would have that with the kids that lived on the other side of the street, like on some like real stuff. It was even like that, but you know, like I have fun like that. Like the only like what is it called, like that sense of community, that sense of being part of a group. Like these kids don't have that no more. Like the only groups they're in is like Fortnite lobbies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, did you have like any like
Yeah.
neighborhood
actually.
friends?
I didn't have neighborhood friends just because
Antisocial.
I'm not attracted. We did live in apartments, and I had
Yeah.
my friends there. But once we moved, I was like, I didn't talk to them 'cause we were too young and didn't have phones. But growing up with my cousins, when we were outside, we were always jumping fences. Like we were always playing like cops and robbers, or like hide and go seek, tag, freeze tag.
Yeah.
Just all
Like,
of those games.
Yeah.
We would make games up,
Yeah, you would
right?
make games up like hide and go seek, tag. Like
Yeah,
all
like
over
tag, hide and
it.
go seek tag, like
Yeah.
extreme mode, like you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, or like there was another one. I forgot like what we would do, but like we just come up with these stupid games and like they were fun.
Okay, check this
Yeah.
out. The stupidest game I ever made. So my dad, when we were, I would want to say when I was like around 10, my dad, he said, your Christmas presents, you guys are all getting a trampoline. Right? And I was like, okay, that's
Okay,
cool.
but that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope, right? And yeah, like 6 months later, summer, it's around July, and we didn't get this, like we found it in the street. It was a big, like one of those big balls you get at like circuses or stuff, right? And we grabbed it, we got on the trampoline, and we're like, let's play sumo wrestler. So basically one of us would grab the ball like if it was our stomach, and we would just bump into each other, like. And like one time my homie, like he was on the trampoline jumping, and I caught him when he was coming back down, and I hit him from an angle up, and he went flying off the trampoline. Because keep in mind, there is 10 kids jumping on this, so it was obviously like ripped up by the 6 months.
Yeah.
And he just went through one of the holes in the net, and he fell. He hit a tree and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, like, are you okay, bro? Like, don't tell my mom."
Dude,
off.
yeah. No, like at least I don't think I experienced something crazy, but like I hated this kid so much because you know we lived in apartments, and anything you like break in the apartments you have to like pay, you know,
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
deposit.
Yeah.
So this one kid, like me and my cousin, we grew up like sisters, so we were like just hiding from him in my parents' like room, and he comes and he's like kicking the door. He's like,
Oh,
you know,
I hated those
kicking it.
kids.
He's one of those kids, like Silvertooth, you know.
Yeah, like Silvertooth with the like messed up
So-
fade, like with no with no fade and like messed up teeth and like big nostrils for some reason.
Yeah. So he's one of those.
And with worn out Skechers,
Oh my God.
You guys are talking about.
with like worn out Skechers, like pants that didn't fit them, like they were too small.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they would show their
Dude,
belly.
no, and this kid had like the mushroom haircut. You know which one, you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, he comes and he's like knocking down the door and he's like, open it up. And like me and my cousin, like, no, like, dude,
Like,
leave.
bro, like it's not cool.
And he breaks the door, like he makes a hole in the, and like this is what like was like super like up was that like the parents didn't even like pay. They were just kind of like, oh my god, he's like that, you know, like we're so
Oh
sorry,
my-
he's like that. And my parents were like, no, dude, that's gonna be like $100 if not more from like our deposit, you know, like.
Yeah,
So I don't know what happened. I don't even think my parents got their deposit back because like,
because of that kid.
yeah, and I was like, damn, dude, like that sucks.
Nah,
That sucks.
like that's the thing. Like, how old was this kid? Is he our age?
He's a year older than me, so like.
Oh, he's a year older.
Damn.
So he was, yeah, he was older than me.
So, this is
I
the
want to say
thing.
he's like 18 now.
If my mom would have been that kid's mom, she would have beat his ass when he did it. No, she would have beat his ass for running in the house. She
Mhm.
would have beat his ass for knocking on the door. She would have beat his ass for breaking the door.
Everything.
She would have grabbed his ear, pulled him out of the apartment, like, we're going home right now.
Deadass.
She would have beat his ass when we got home.
Mhm.
She would have sent him to his room for an hour, beat his ass again. And then when my dad got home, my dad would have beat his ass.
Deadass.
Dude, no, I was always so scared of my dad. Like, oh no, but here's the thing. With that same family, we would always go. He just graduated from like North Valleys too, so like I know who he is. But his family, when we would go to his house, they would lock the bedroom doors. They would not let us in play with them. So I was like, so she was really like, oh no, I want to keep my house clean, but like when it came to destroying our little ass apartment, she didn't say anything. You know what I mean? So that was. So
I hate people like that.
Yeah, dude. And my parents, dude, they even got me in trouble. Like,
yeah, that's the
were
thing
like,
about our parents. Like, if your company gets in trouble, you're in trouble.
You're
too,
in trouble too.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Too bad these kids now don't have company.
But yeah.
Yeah, we sound old, but we're all teenagers, guys. Like,
I know.
like
16.
Yeah, we're all like 16. Don't think we're old, guys.
Yeah. So, what about you, Steezy Boo?
One of the most crazy experiences I had as a kid. So, when I was little, my aunt used to take care of us, right? And I don't know why, but me and my sister, like, we would go in there and she would lock us in the garage. And like, I just remember there was like a white van in there, and we were in like diapers, so I don't remember much, but I remember some of it. And the lights were off, and she'd feed us in there. And I remember one time my sister, she finished eating her food, so she went inside to put her plate in the sink. And I went and followed her. My aunt saw me. She started barking at me like a dog. And she was just like, and I was getting hella scared. I was a kid, so I ran back to the garage.
So she had you like shed babies?
Shed babies? I guess so. She just like left us in the garage.
Wait,
what's
a shed baby?
I'm not sure if it's a term, but like I saw an episode of Family Guy where Peter he had like a secret family in the basement, and he called them his like basement babies and stuff.
I think I know.
Yeah, and they were like all deformed because they didn't get no sunlight or nothing. Like that was you
What
climbing on the walls.
Like,
that makes a lot of sense.
what are they called? Because what are those called when like they live in the wild? Because there's like supposedly like.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways,
but yeah, so like I just imagine like your aunt in like pitch dark room. She just opens the garage door and you're like climbing on the roof and stuff, like a spider or something.
Spider-Man. that's.
You're like biting on her leg and stuff.
I should have.
With like the sharp ass teeth. Like.
Not silly teeth. I should have.
You should have.
I'm pretty sure that's neglect though.
Of who? Of her or me?
I know. Who are we neglecting?
I'm pretty sure that's neglect though. Like she can't lock you in a basement.
Oh, maybe not.
I mean, but do you have trauma now because of it?
I feel like you do.
I don't know.
I mean, because
they're divorced now. It's cool.
I mean.
Guess.
Because I
talk about this with your therapist.
Because I'm saying it's that like if you have like trauma,
Nah.
then that was serious shit. But like if you don't,
but
I'm
like,
vibing.
Dude,
cause
the
like
people like in this generation are so soft.
They are.
You cannot say anything without them being like that offended my feelings.
yeah, like right now, there's probably some like suburban white kid like sitting with his therapist, being like, "My mom told me to stop kicking the door. Like, that traumatized me." Like, bro, like
I know, cause I mean I wasn't that like abused growing up, cause like I wouldn't do shit, you know, like I wouldn't do shit, but. Like, I do remember, like, one day, I wouldn't say this is, like, a trauma, but, like, you know, it stuck with you, so, like, I'm guessing it's a little bit. It's that, like, we were at Wingo, and I dropped, like, chocolate on the floor, and I didn't pick it up, and people, like, ran it over with the car, and my dad, dude, he was like, look what you did. So, like, I guess, like, because of that, I don't eat chocolate at the store anymore, because I'm not saying that's, like, a huge trauma.
I mean, those are really mean people. Like, was it a stampede of customers or something?
I don't know. It was just my dad. Like, I accidentally dropped it, you know, and I didn't pick it up.
I feel like your dad's really mean.
No, he isn't. He's just really
Fuck my tacos.
No, but I guess, like, because of that, it's just, like, really, like, he was like, you're not supposed to be eating chocolate at the store. And, like, now I just don't eat chocolate at the store.
Oh, dude, say my mom told me I would get arrested. I never did it.
Oh, wait, hold up. Is it just me? or did my parents tell me that if you turn on the light in the car,
I was literally about to say that too.
like
Yeah.
when it's dark, the police would arrest you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, it's
I-
illegal. Don't do that.
It's illegal,
And they
like-
still don't
like-
turn it off.
or they also told me if I said hi to a police, they would arrest me.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I know. I
They were like, if you wave at a policeman, he's gonna arrest you because you're distracting him from his job. And I
Or
was
no.
like,
or when they were like, "Te va a llevar ese viejo."
Yes. Every time.
So basically, like, that guy is gonna take
I
you. And it was
can't-
like some random
low-key-
dude.
Random dude.
I can't wait to be that random dude.
Nah, for real.
Like some mom is gonna be like, "Mira, mijo, that guy, he's gonna take you," and I'm gonna be like, "Man, I don't want your ugly ass kid." Like,
And dude, and there was some guys that would take it to heart and like play to.
Oh, yeah,
they'd
they
be
would-
like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'ma take
gonna take you.
I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna sell you.
Like, okay,
like okay,
it's
bro.
not that deep. But yeah, I mean, are those traumas? Would you consider?
I
those-
wouldn't consider those. Traumas.
Yeah, cause like
A trauma is like getting tied to a radiator type stuff.
a what?
Type 2 radiators?
Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know, but
No.
point is that, like, if people were to like experience those today, they would be like, "Oh my god, I'm traumatized because of that."
I got forgotten at Walmart and at Winco. and I think I told this to our teacher right now when I was in 7th grade. I was like, one time I got forgotten at Winco and some random dude just held my hand and walked me to the exit. I don't know where we were. And he was like, "That's not okay. I think we actually have to call the police." And I was like, bro, like, that's not that deep, man.
Not that
Like,
deep.
it's not that deep. You like, yes, you could have kidnapped me, but I'm here. You know?
Hey, you ended up alright. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, look at us.
Yeah, we're
I
fine.
Think, I think we're thriving.
Yeah, we're fine.
Um,
But yeah, so moving on from the topic, today's throwback song of the day, I would be shaking to this song. I'm not even gonna lie.
Throw it back.
Yeah, throwback to
I think-
2010 World Cup. And yeah, we'll play it for you guys right now. I hope you guys enjoy it.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all. Believe it, when you fall, get up, oh, oh. And if you fall, get up, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. Cause this is Africa. Tamina, mina, eh, eh. Waka, waka, eh, eh. Tamina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that song. It was a real throwback for me. It lives in my heart every day. Like I listen to it every day. Like
To this day.
like I listen to it. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Like, so how does it feel to be labeled as a traumatized person, even though you're not traumatized? You're just like
all
staring
look.
at Ashley.
Hey, this applies to Has too.
Why me? I think, okay, from maybe you have the most trauma.
Yeah, Ashley, I feel like you have the
Not
most
to
trauma.
put you on the spot.
Yeah,
What was the question?
you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No, if you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Or should we talk about something else? Let's just
Ashley,
ignore Ashley's trauma.
You're just like sitting there staring into like the desk, and
She's
I'm
like
just
looking. She has flashbacks
she's like,
right now.
like having her
Like getting my PTSD.
the
Yeah.
flashbacks coming across the.
like, oh my goodness. I see the pain in your eyes though.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Eternally.
You should. I don't know what you want to talk about
Yeah, Ashley, we're gonna give you
because
the
you haven't talked too much.
yeah,
so
like I
the
know.
spot is on you.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I was just gonna be like, Ashley,
Ashley,
give us a
like-
recap of your date.
It
Yeah.
was pretty good.
It's either
It
that
was
or your
pretty
trauma.
good. Went to the fair. Dude, nobody told me the bands were like $70.
They weren't
Two
70
people.
bucks.
For
You
two
got
people,
scammed.
$70.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah. So how's Wilbert?
I know
They're
Wilbur.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
For you guys, for those of you guys who don't know who Wilbert is, so Ashley has an anonymous boyfriend, and she didn't want to tell us who he is.
Which
so
is very upsetting.
we just called
very
him. We just
upsetting.
called him Wilbert,
We said it was like a middle-aged.
middle-aged bald man with freckles and
A-
glasses. Yes.
So,
So how's Wilbert?
He's doing pretty good.
Did he kiss you on the Ferris wheel?
No.
oh, he should have with the view.
No.
Okay,
Can't
go
let them-
go into
can't let
detail,
them-
And then
please.
the fireworks start coming out.
Yes,
That would've been
please tell
perfect.
us the details.
The details. It was pretty good. Went inside. Tickets were kind of expensive. Hit all the rides. Did you guys have a favorite ride?
I like the
Yes.
fireball.
The fireball. The fireball wasn't too bad.
It wasn't.
Did
But
you
but
did you
didn't
hold
do
his
it
hand on the
before.
fireball when you got scared?
No, my hands were in the
You got
air.
on all of them?
Yeah, all of them except for the spinny one. Cause I was gonna throw up.
Dude,
but
I didn't. I only got like on 5 because the lines were huge that day.
They
I went.
were huge. They were like.
Did you get in the
50.
kissing booth with Wilbert?
I don't think there was one over there.
Okay,
Make one
guys.
up.
Make
Well,
one up.
yeah.
Make one up.
Okay, but we already talked about the fair last episode,
I
so
know.
yeah, we're gonna chill on that. But yeah, guys, just so you guys know, there was a man who got caught taking pictures of males
I
in
saw
the porty
that.
potties.
I saw that.
What?
So if you
Call
guys
away.
think you guys got caught lacking, just
He's in
Just-
jail now.
yeah, he's in jail.
Don't
But
worry about it.
they said he took at least 60 something pictures, and
What?
I know I don't personally know him, but he's my older brother's classmate, and he got caught lacking. So be careful, guys, and just check
You know
up.
what I
Like
thought
look.
was so funny though was that like the description of the news channel that said it was like, oh, this like man, I'm not gonna say word by word, but it was like this man caught taking pictures because this other guy like looked over and saw some like
Camera.
phone,
What?
and that he got scared and that he waited out for the like guy to come out, and like I guess that's when he arrested him. Like,
Yeah.
they arrested him, but
But yeah, so
don't know.
like, yeah, only males though. So like females, don't be worried. He was in the males porta potties. But yeah, like out to the bros, out to the guys, like if you got caught
Stay
lacking,
safe.
like
stay safe, kings.
yeah.
So
Yeah, guys, like that's the thing though. I have a question about that. So how do they know whose thing it was? Like the images. Like how do you know if you did and like are the police officers gonna be looking through all of them as evidence?
I mean, do you think if the people sue?
Like for example, I was at that fair.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the bathroom,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure they don't have like
I think
oh
it's one of those things with the
this
fact that
guy.
you did it.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Does it-
unless this guy like he's like, oh yeah, recorded this guy. He was peeing, lasted 37 seconds peeing, and blonde hair, blue
Or
eyes.
what if he like sells it like on the dark web? You never know, you know?
Yeah, but I just don't know how. Like, for example, what if I did go to that bathroom? I would never know if he got my thing or not.
But I'm pretty sure like police take care of it.
But how would they know it was mine?
No. I think they just like
Like-
keep the phone as evidence.
Like, are they just gonna send you? They're just gonna send you the picture. They're gonna be like, "Is this yours?"
It's just you, P.
They're not identifying.
I don't think the cops want to see that. I just
Yeah,
think it's
no.
more like they'll
He
keep
did
the
it.
phone as evidence. You'll like be safe,
Like
but I think that's it, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like unless this guy like memorized everybody's faces, you know.
Then
I don't think he's looking at the picture.
maybe he was like on drugs. I don't know. You know?
Like when you saw him, he looked like that one guy that goes to Second Save and just walks by the aisles and like looks at moms and stuff. You know what I mean?
Dude, Second Safe is so ghetto.
Sounds like he'd be named
So
Wilbur.
ghetto.
Yes. Oh, he sounds like no, but I saw an
Nah.
image of him. He was like Mexican version of Wilbert.
No, he doesn't look like a Wilbur.
He
They say
did.
he looks like a David.
No, he looks.
David.
Like a David.
No, well, he looks like he's gonna be in jail for a while, guys. That's all we need to know.
I
And
mean, yeah, I guess.
things that happen in Reno. Oh my
Oh,
god.
surely.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's like our.
That's gonna be it for today, guys.
So
Before we
since,
close
like,
off, though,
we've been
before-
messing around too much.
Yeah, before we close off, we have to
So I
talk
think
about
this
something
is like
serious.
our like serious
Yeah,
topic
so
that we wanted to like.
We need to take like three big breaths before we can talk about this because it is gonna be very serious. So like you know, it's actually gonna be serious. All right, so like today, this morning, I found out something really serious, and it was actually like surprising, you know. So I was just like in the morning, like I want to cry when I say this, but like, yeah, but I found out I could beatbox, guys. So check this out. Beatbox. Alright, yeah, I can't beatbox, guys. I was just playing.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
But yeah, guys, thank you guys for listening, and that's gonna be it for today, guys.
All right, well.
All right, bye, guys.
Thank you, senior citizen.
That shit was so bad.